Nicholas, happy wedding day, finally, right? I have looked forward to this day since the first day we met. I'm not good at writing my feelings down. I'm much better at saying them out loud, but I'm gonna try. When I met you, I had no idea how much my life was going to change. We had our ups and our downs, but you stayed strong and consistent through it all. You were a godsend to me, the one that I had always wished for and prayed for. When you came into my life, I realized that what I had always thought was happiness could not compare to the joy that loving you has brought me. You are part of everything I think, do, and feel, and with you by my side, I know that anything is possible. You are the reason that I laugh and I smile every day. The man of my dreams. You are loyal and honest. You are strong and sexy. You are kind and tender-hearted. You are intelligent and passionate. I thank you for every little thing you do for me and our family, for keeping my cup filled, both literally and figuratively, for being the kind of man that sees my stress and does everything in his power to take it away from me. For being a man that throws water on my flames instead of fuel, for keeping me safe and being the man that protects me, both physically and emotionally. I promise to love you without reservation, to listen to you, and to always be your shoulder to lean on. I will support you and comfort you through all of life's joys and hard times. I promise to always be loyal and faithful to you. We are going to change and continue to grow, and I can't wait to grow together. I could not be more blessed with a better man to be the daddy to our doggies and the father to my children. I love you so much, Nicholas, and I can't wait to see you. See you at the altar, baby. Love, your wife.
Kylie, when this journey started, I knew it would be special. Our deep conversations stretching into the early morning hours are some of my favorite memories. We tore down our walls and got to the core of our souls. In these moments, you became my best friend. Today, you become my wife. The start of another chapter in the story of us. Today, when I see you walk down the aisle, know that my heart stands at the end ready for you. This day will come and go, but our love will live forever. Man, I got emotional.
Well, first of all, thank you all. Thanks to everybody coming out and sharing your evening with us. And you all need to look out. Look at all these people here to celebrate you all. Woo! So as I thought about this evening, and I wanted to share some stories about, first of all, with Kylie. There's lots of stories.
Oh no, she's nervous.
A lot I should share, and probably several I shouldn't share. So I narrowed it down to a few that my mom and Gigi would have shared. If she was here. So you might recognize a little Kylie in some of these, if those of you here know her. The first one would be, we could probably title as The Quiet Game. Here we go. So my mom and dad come over to pick up the girls when they were little and take them to Tulsa. Now, they have been empty nesters for a while, so they haven't had toddlers in the car for a while. And we live outside, east side of Fayetteville. And so by the time they get to Fayetteville, my mom goes, okay, we're gonna play the quiet game to Tulsa. And the winner gets 25 cents. So the girls are in it. They're, okay, be quiet. Well, about Springdale, Kylie goes, I lose, I'm out. I know that probably surprises a lot of you that know Kylie. The second story we were probably could refer to as Sisters Hash Browns. My mom and dad had taken the girls to the lake, and went for breakfast out on a dock. And they had a breakfast sandwich and hash browns, and big sister Alyssa said, I don't want my hash browns, Kylie can have them. And a few minutes later, she realized that some of the other kids are coming over and they're throwing their biscuits and hash browns over the rail, and there's all kinds of carp down there that are just going crazy. So Alyssa goes, I want some of that. She turns over to Kylie and goes, I want my hash browns. And Kylie looks at her and goes, that one's mine, I ate yours already.
And I'm going to feed it to the fish.
Phil has the quick wit today. And the last story would probably be Henri. My mom and dad came to stay with the Carrolls when Karen and I went out of town. And when we got back, Mom wanted to show the tricks that she had taught Kylie. And so we get back and she said, hey Kylie, who's Henri? She's a toddler. And she goes, I Henri. And we all busted out laughing. That was so cute. And so that went on for a couple of weeks. And we get down, I asked her, performing the kid tricks for somebody, Kylie, who's Henri? And she all of a sudden turned it and goes, I'm not Henri, Sissy Henri. And that became the new joke. Let's see, sorry, I got notes here. So we're here to celebrate the union of Kylie and Nick. I want you to look at your rings you got tonight. In ancient Israel time, if you had a debt to someone, you would repay by becoming their slave, their servant, for 7 years. Then after those 7 years, you were free to go. But if you liked it there and chose to stay and continue to serve, the master would pierce your ear and put a ring in it. This would show everyone that you no longer were in debt, but chose to stay and serve. So every day when you put on your rings and you look at them, and this goes for every one of you all out there, remember, this is a symbol that you have chosen to stay and to serve. Kylie? You are beautiful inside and out. You are full of compassion, energy, and joy, and maybe volume. And you are Henri. Nick, we can tell you have a big heart. You have the character that we have prayed for in her husband. You love her, protect her, and you give her a little Henri-ness back. Here's to many happy and blessed years together, to Nick and Kylie.
We have the best man, so let's hear it for Josh.
All right, I was told before this no profanity, so I'm gonna try my best. For those that don't know, I'm Josh Berg, and if you haven't caught me tonight, I'm the dude with the really tight pants with the little Listen, Nick picked out the socks, just for the record. So, anyway, I fly by the seat of my pants, hence we end up on here. So, anyway, I'm gonna start with Kylie tonight. I love these two so much, and I've known Kylie since high school. We really didn't become friends until college, and anytime you partied with Kylie, she was the center of the party, and she was the whole life. So, and those that know, she just vibes. She's always singing, she's always dancing, she's in the middle of the room. And I came up to visit not too long ago before I moved back up here. And one of my buddies owns a clothing store. And he was like, hey, man, come on over me, we need big guys. And I was like, sweet, man, what time? He was at 7 a.m. I was like, awesome, I'm just gonna crash at Nick and Kylie's. Kylie's like, we never get to see you, you're drinking and staying up with us. 2 a.m. rolls around, I'm going to bed. Kylie's like, 1 more hour. 3 a.m., hey, I'm going to bed, I'm tired. No, you're staying up, we never see you. 4 a.m., I gotta go to bed. Next thing you know, I'm calling them at 6 a.m. saying, hey man, I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry. I love her so much, and she just brings so much joy to people's life. And then there's Nick. For those that don't know, I moved here when I was about 16, and Nick, Chase, Tacker, those were some of my first friends I ever had. And me and Nick just had a little special bond where I would say we're brothers at this point. And we lived together about 2.5 years, freshman year in Yoakum. And, yeah. Just as brothers would, we fought, we loved, we were there for each other. And this man is more stubborn than anybody else I've ever met in my life. The best thing to do was to argue a point and then get him to say my point, and he still would say, no, you're wrong. And there was always this one look he had, and he knew he was wrong, but he wouldn't admit it, and I loved him for it. It was just so satisfying to get to that point. And then he met Kylie, and I was like, oh shit. Oh, sorry. And anyway, so he goes, yeah, I'm dating Kylie now. I was like, Whitlock? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right. And these two, some of the funnest people I've ever met in my life. I was very, very interested to see where this went. And the more that it developed, the more I just saw this magic. Nick learned to be wrong, and that was astounding. It is awesome to see Nick try and move him. And Kylie is now the only person in this world that can get him to do something he doesn't want to do. So I think if anything, that shows how much Nick loves Kylie. And Kylie with such a big open heart, and Nick with such a strong, loyal love. I think you guys are going to conquer this world, and I'm so excited to watch you guys do it. So cheers to the Cornells.